Jo is giving her level 1 in presentation mastery pathway. That is hers. Bobbi Jo is passionate about encouraging others to become their best self. She does so by teaching yoga, and she's a mindset coach. Today she will be talking about the program she facilitates called Thinking into Results, and this is part of her speech, Living Your Best Life. And again, it's a presentation mastery pathway. Please help me welcome Bobbi Jo.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and unwelcome guests. Are you living your best life? Look at your results. Are they really what you want? I'm done. I am a mindset coach, and I love it because I love helping people. I want people to be living their best life. I think that the coaching practice that I do is one of the best in the world. The program that I facilitate is called Thinking into Results. And it's a program that was developed by Bob Proctor. I've mentioned him before. He was in that big movie, The Secret, that came out about 11, 12 years ago. Bob has been studying human development and personal growth for 58 years, every day. He's read one book in particular by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, every day for 58 years. He has just bicepped that whole thing. This program is taught in almost 100 countries. It's based off science, theology, and psychology, and it gets results that stick. Nothing in your outside world changes until we change the inside. So I work with people when I do this program for 6 months to a year, because nothing in our life changes unless there's something really traumatic that happens or the repetition to change our patterns. So there's 12 lessons, like I mentioned, and because I love them so much and can talk forever about them, and I'll go way over my time, I better start talking fast, is that I'm gonna do the first 6 lessons that I go over with you in working in this. So when I work with the 12 lessons, I work with each lesson, it's 2 weeks long to get that repetition in. So that's why it equals 6 months. And then when you go through it, you're just like, what did I just learn? You gotta do it again. This is a phenomenal program. So the first one is called a worthy ideal. And this is helping people to set and achieve worthy goals. And we're not talking goals like buy a house or anything like that. We're talking like the Wright brothers. They had this dream. That's what they wanted. And they'd be gosh darn if anyone was gonna steer them away from that. So what is it you dream about? What is it that you want? The second one is the knowing and doing gap, lesson 2. The knowing and doing gap, pretty self-explanatory. What do you know what to do and what are you doing? What are your productive activities? What are your non-productive activities? So again, you're working on this for 2 weeks so you really get to the core of stuff. The third one is your infinite mind and using the mind to get what you want. This is the one I love. It's about paradigms. If you don't know what paradigms are, they're your habits. They're their behaviors and your habits that you picked up from when you were 0 to 6 and everyone around you, and they're not even your beliefs. The paradigm controls your behavior, and your behavior controls your results. We talk about paradigms for the whole year, and you start to realize, oh, I just want to go to bed. I don't want to do this. It's your paradigm. It wants you to take the easy way. You got to fight your paradigm and realize who you are and not ignore that paradigm. Paradigm is always logic. I can't turn around and make what I make in a year and a month. That's your paradigm. Why? Why can't you? There's money, is abundance. Anything you think you can become. So the fourth one is the secret genie, and I could talk about this for an hour. It's my little pin here. So just pay attention for 1 sec. The secret genie is what we really talk about, that we have a mind right here. It's a big head, right? And then we have a body right down here. The body is an instrument of our mind. It will do anything it tells you to do. So focus back up onto the head. We cut it in half. You have our conscious mind and our subconscious. We only operate from 2 to 4% of our conscious mind. So whatever we're thinking, it gets impressed into the subconscious. But typically, we think we're thinking, we're not thinking. We're getting up and put on clothes and we're going to court and we're doing things, but you're just in your subconscious mode. Your conscious mind is the thinking mind. The subconscious is the emotional mind, and the body's the vibration. So I work with you over and over in the repetition of what are you thinking about? And what is being impressed into that subconscious? And what's that paradigm saying? And who are you? And that gets impressed into the body. That gives you your results. So it's with your thoughts that go to your feelings, which go to your actions, which give you your results. Thinking into results. Whew, all right. Thinking, the number 5 lesson is thinking into results itself. That's what it's called. And this is the trick of staying in charge no matter what. We learn about our sensories and that we see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, and we're very reactive in our world and your friends and our coworkers. What do you see? Squirrel. Want to ride bikes? We're always reacting. I coach you with our mental faculties, and I teach you how to use your will, how to focus on something, your perception. You think about your perception a lot of times. It's really what your parents thought or what somebody you knew thought. It's not even your own thought. Our memory, our reasoning. No other animal in the kingdom has a right to reason. My dog can't reason. Well, she came home late. I'm eating an hour late. And then we work with our intuition. Forbes magazine talked about it a year and a half ago about the intuition being our new intelligence. And then our imagination, like Steve Jobs and the Wright brothers. And anything we see in this room was created twice. Once it was in somebody's mind as an imagination, and then it was developed. Look at Edison, right? 10,000, well, we're talking about Babe Ruth, but Edison, 10,000 failures to make the light bulb. So what is your dream, right? Then the 6th one is one of my favorites. They all get better. This one is, an environment is but our looking glass. And this one is about our self-image. We are the director in our own movies. We're the producer, we're the star. We work on this again, 2 weeks. Who am I? Who do I want to be? What do I envision myself to be? Your self-image that is fixed into your subconscious will determine how the rest of the world sees you, and only you can alter that. All right, and then in summary, this program changes you. When I work with you, a year from now, you're gonna look back and you're gonna need a telescope to see how far you have grown. Your soul has been expanded, the growth that you're gonna do, and you will be living your best life.
Thank you, Miss Bobbi Jo.
Thank you very much.